Hello, all. This is Thomas Griffin coming to you live from Delray Beach, about 24 hours away from my departure to China, where I will compete in the Gobi Desert race, which is a 155-mile race across the Turpan Basin of the Gobi Desert in China. Very excited, and today I am sharing with you my experience packing and repacking for what will be a pretty exciting outdoors event. So everything that I'm bringing is coming in this pack right here. This is about 20 pounds that I've weighed out that will stay on my back for the entire trip. And I thought I would share with you some of the items of note. First is one of my favorite items, my desert hat. You can see it has small little buttons here you can clip on to really protect you from the conditions. This will be instrumental in keeping the sun off of my face. And let's see what else we can find in here. I have a variety of different food to bring. First and foremost, and maybe the most important item I have, are Starbucks instant coffee, which I will be enjoying on a daily basis in the morning. Little squeeze packets of peanut butter for protein and various other snacks along the way. When we get into some of the major items that I'm really going to need for this, certainly a pair of socks for each day. Now, unfortunately, as far as clothing, I suppose there's safety in the fact that we're all going to be in the same situation out there, but really I'm going to bring a pair of shorts, a couple of shirts, and that's it. And most of our competitors will be doing about the same, so it's going to be a rather ripe event at the end there. But socks are an absolute necessity. So I have a pair of socks for each of the 7 days that I'll be out in the desert. This is an all day and night event, 24 hours a day. So one of the things that is a required item will be a little headlamp here. So I have this that I can put on my head to find the way. Very important to be able to see out there. Let's see. A little hand warmer for the colder times of night. Emergency blanket, very important item. I have some warmer items. I think I'm featuring a lot of warmer items here. One of the things that's important to remember is that although the Turpan Basin of the Gobi Desert can span up to about 105 degrees at this time of year, it can also span down into the 40s at night. So it's a rather extreme contrast of temperatures and something that we have to prepare for. So gloves and things like that will absolutely be needed in the evenings. Blister kits. Blistoban blister kits. I have several of these, and we'll be using all of them, I can assure you. It's a long stretch of distance that we're traveling, and a lot of foot casualties, I'm sure, will be found along the way. These are some of my favorite items. These are referred to as gaiters. Now, a lot of ultra-distance runners will wear these to basically help keep debris out of your shoes. So basically how they work is they go around your ankles here. This is the ankle part. And these actually stretch over the fronts of your shoe so that you basically are able to block out most of the sand and other debris as you travel through over your shoe. Kind of neat, important item for the trip. And that's really about it as far as the specialty event. Some knives, some little equipment like that, little tools, but really trying to keep it as light as possible. Band-Aids, lots and lots of Band-Aids, a whole bag of Band-Aids. And also this is a bag of electrolyte supplements and Motrin, which this will also be a bag that I predict will be empty by the end of the event. So let's talk a little bit about food, because that's a big part of the preparation of this event, something that I've been working a lot on as far as kind of the diet that I've been training with. I've been working with my coach, Bob Siebohair, who's a nutritionist that works with Olympic endurance athletes all throughout the country. And we are following a basic principle that he supports, which is called training our bodies to do what is called take advantage of metabolic efficiency. Basically what that means is taking out all of, or most of, the bad carbohydrates and sugars out of our body and replacing them with lean proteins and vegetables and some fruits. Now, the reason for doing this is basically when you have your blood sugar levels, you want them at a steady pace. Now, when you put carbohydrates, sugars, they make your blood sugar spike up, which is great because you feel like a rock star for a minute, but then they crash down. So what we're trying to do is get a more of a slow and steady burn of energy in order to maintain a steady level of blood sugar. So we do this through this this theory of metabolic efficiency, and I have to tell you, it's really worked. For the last year, I've been eating nothing but a lot of fish, chicken, salads, steamed vegetables, some fruit, grapes, berries, things like that. I try to stay away from some of the higher sugar fruits like mangoes and things like that. The result has been almonds as well. Almonds and nuts are a big part of my diet as well. The result has been I eat probably a third of what I used to, and I have more fuel, more energy, both for my runs and just for my day-to-day life than I ever have. Now, this is really going to serve me well out in the desert because obviously we have limited amounts of space, limited amounts of pounds that I want to put on my back. So the lighter the materials that I can bring with me, the better. So this diet has really been something that I'm a huge supporter of. I think not only for the purposes of this event, but I think in general as an endurance athlete, something that I want to continue doing. So it brings me to my secret solution. What I'm holding in my hands is my lunch and dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the 6 days that I'm there. I have some few other freeze-dried meals that I'll get into, but this is basically what's going to carry me through these small little packs. They weigh about, 2 pounds. It's a product called UCAN. See if I can get that. Generation UCAN. Check them out online. This stuff is incredible. It's a super starch. It consists of complex carbohydrates, the slow-burning and good kinds, protein, sodium, potassium, you name it. All natural ingredients, no sugar added, no refined ingredients, no artificial ingredients or flavoring put into them. This stuff is going to get me through. Believe it or not, in these 2 bags, I have about 15,000 calories worth of fuel right here. And that is going to get me through the majority of my race. And then obviously I have a few camping food type meals just to change it up. This one is Mexican style rice and chicken. So, point is, this is going to be a pretty challenging event. I'm definitely going to be pushing it to the limits that I've ever known. This is well beyond anything I've ever attempted before. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I think I've packed and repacked this bag and all of these items about 150 times. I'm ready. I am prepared to do this. Hopefully I'll come back in one piece. And I thank you all for letting me go on about my boring and slightly nerdy interests in nutrition and camping supplies. Thanks so much. See you at the finish line.